Hey guys, and welcome back to today's NBA Play of the Day. That we're going to be talking about an Eastern Conference matchup in this video as the Detroit Pistons head on the road to take on the Chicago Bulls. If you're looking to get more of this pick video content in the future, you can click that subscribe button. Also head on over to our channel to get our college basketball pick video for today's action. And if you're interested, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, to get our daily free play, as well as all of our top confidence picks across all major American sports, which include the NBA, NHL, college basketball, and the upcoming MLB season, which we're really excited for. So heading into this video, talk about the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls. The Pistons not having much of any success on the road this season. Both these teams right now battling for a potential berth in the NBA Eastern Conference playoff picture, but the Pistons now standing 34-37 overall and just 11-23 on the road. The Pistons lost in an inexcusable game in their last outing last night, going on the road, taking on the Brooklyn Nets, falling in that one. Just an inexcusable loss for the Pistons there, going in that one favored. And, you know, when you're on that, to take a term from the college basketball bubble picture in terms of your spot to make the Eastern Conference playoff picture, you really need to have those wins against the worst teams in the conference. And the Pistons just weren't able to get the job done when they know they had to. Perhaps they were looking ahead to this game against the Bulls, but an inexcusable loss nonetheless. And really par for the course for the Pistons, who have been really hard to predict this season in terms of a number of results where they haven't shown up against bad teams. Every once in a while they show up against really good teams and pick up a strong result, more so on their home court than on the road, of course. But now going back-to-back on the road, this one going against the Chicago Bulls, who are in a similar scenario as the Pistons, but the Bulls been much better at home than on the road, now standing 33-38 overall and 20-15 at home. The Bulls are hurt by the fact that Dwayne Wade is out, clearly, but the Bulls are still trying to push for the postseason with their reformed roster this year. In their last outing last night, the Bulls gave the Toronto Raptors a run for their money on the road, but things came apart right at the end as the Bulls went on to lose to the Toronto Raptors in overtime by just 2 points. Very tough loss for the Bulls, but a little more excusable losing to the Raptors on the road in overtime than losing on the road against the Brooklyn Nets like the Pistons did last night. The Bulls in their last home game looked really strong on the defensive end as they went on to beat a very strong Western Conference team, taking down the Utah Jazz by a final of 95-86. But obviously the Bulls not trending overall in the best direction, especially over the past month. But getting a Pistons squad here at home, really both of these teams are going to be disappointed with the result that they had last night. But the Bulls do have the advantage of the home court. They're above 500 on their home court this year, while the Pistons are 12 games under 500 on the road. So that definitely plays in the favor of the Bulls in this one. And we just don't feel like this Pistons squad is all that mentally tough. If you're not able to, step up and show a strong performance on the road against one of the weakest teams in the NBA, then your mind really isn't in a position where making the playoffs seems like it's all that attainable. But the Pistons will get a chance to redeem themselves here. We just don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and side with the Chicago Bulls, giving, actually, right now the spread, depending on what book you're on, has it going both ways. But I assume Chicago will probably come into this one as slight favorites, even though some books actually do have this as the Pistons favored. So we'll call this basically a pick 'em, and we're going to go ahead and side with the Chicago Bulls in that situation. Again, if you want more of this pick video content, click that subscribe button. And if you want our daily free pick over at our main website, you can check out stumpthespread.com, as well as getting all of our top confidence premium bets over at our main website. And I'll link Stump the Spread down in the video description if you want to go access us over there. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.